Okay, so in this very short tutorial, we'll be looking at how to create the move toward target behavior. This could be useful in maybe a hack and slash game where you have enemies that chase the player, or in a space shooter game where you would have maybe tougher enemies that can shoot rockets that follow the player, or a range of other games can use this. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, going to create a sphere, and I'm gonna call this one my target, and I'm gonna create another capsule. I'm gonna call this agent. Okay, and to differentiate them visually, I want to make a couple of materials. I'm gonna call this agent. I'm gonna duplicate it and call this one target. For the agent, I want a reddish purpley kind of color. For the target, I want maybe a blue, a sky blue, something like that. Okay, I'm going to select target, drag and drop the material into its material slot. Do the same for agent. Yes. Okay, and maybe make this a little bit smaller. Alright, cool. So next, I'm going to right away add a script to the agent object, because I know there is no component that can give me the follow target behavior. So I know I have to create this myself. I'm gonna call the script agent behavior. So just before I get into scripting, I want to take some time to break down some of the things that we need to do, and having the objects in front of us visually really helps with that process as well. So okay, we have the agent object and we have the target object. So when we play the game, we want the agent object to move toward the target object. So that means the agent object needs to know the position of the target object at all times. Okay, so let's go and implement that in the script. So let's open it up. To reference the target object in the script, we can just make a variable to hold the game object and call it go target. Then in the start function, we then find a game object in the scene that is called target, and assign all the properties of this game object to the variable that we just created. Okay, and then in the update function, we can oh, hold on, there is no rigid body component on the agent object, so we need to add it now, because we need to give it a force. We need to control its motion by giving it a force, and we don't want the gravity to affect it because we want complete control over its motion according to the position of the target object. Okay, now that's added, we can go back to the script and reference it. RB agent, and in the start function, we're gonna get agent, and we're gonna get the component rigid body. Okay, and now we have access to the rigid body component. We can give it a force, RB agent, force. Okay, and the force that we're applying will be, actually I'm gonna make a new variable for it. I'm gonna call this directional force, and it's going to equal to the position of the target object minus the position of the agent rigid body. Okay, for now, don't worry about how vector3 works. Just know that the distance between the target object and the agent object in the format of vector3 has a direction, and we can use that direction as a force. That's all you need to know now. Okay, directional force. Okay, so now we can go back to Unity and test it out. Okay, looks like it's working. But I can see something wrong with this, is that the speed at which the target object is moving is proportional to the distance between target and agent. Okay, so if I move this way off to the edge of the screen, of the scene, now you can see that the agent object is moving at a crazy speed, and we don't even know where it's gone now. It'll eventually come back, but yeah, it's moving way too quickly. So that is because the way we calculated the force, so that the force is actually increasing as the distance between agent and target increases. So we need to then normalize the force variable. Okay. Again, don't worry about how this works. Just know that the vector3 data type is made up of x, y, z components. And when you normalize a vector3, its components get scaled down proportionally so that their maximum value is 1. So we need to then multiply it by a variable which then we can use as a controller for the speed. So we're gonna say follow speed, and then now of course it doesn't know what follow speed is because we haven't declared it. Integer follow speed, and I want to have initial value of 1. Okay, now if we save and go back to Unity and select the agent, and where is it? Okay, follow speed, I'm gonna make it 5. Play the game. Okay. Now it doesn't move at crazy speed now, but there's another problem, is that it overshoots too much, and then it's taking too long for it to realize that it's overshooting, and then eventually come back. So we can make it have a drag force of 1 so that it has some air resistance, so it doesn't overshoot as much, and then we need to increase the speed. Let's see how this works now. Okay, I think that's pretty nice. That's okay. Okay, how about we make it 15? Okay, I think that's good. And if we duplicate the agent a couple of times, lots of times, just to have some fun, we can then see how they all follow the same object. Cool. Sorry, I'm having some fun with this. All right, there we go. So I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.